From the Game, From Fast Sam, Cool Clyde, and Stuff by Walter Dean Myers.
We had practiced and practiced until it ran out of our ears. Every guy on the team knew every play. We were ready. It meant the championship. Everybody was there. I never saw so many people at the center at one time. We had never seen the other team play, but Sam said that he knew some of the players and that they were good. Mr. Reese told us to go out and play as hard as we could every moment we were on the floor. We all shook hands in the locker room and then went out. Mostly, we tried to ignore them warming up at the other end of the court, but we couldn't help but look a few times. They were doing exactly what we were doing, just shooting a few layups and waiting for the game to begin. They got the first tap and started passing the ball around. I mean, they really started passing the ball around faster than anything I had ever seen. Zip, zip, zip. 2 points. I didn't even know how they could see the ball, let alone get it inside to their big man. We brought the ball down and one of their players stole the ball from Sam. We got back on defense, but they weren't in a hurry. The same old thing. Zip, zip, zip. 2 points. They could pass the ball better than anybody I ever saw. Then we brought the ball down again, and Chalky missed a jump shot. He missed the backboard, the rim, everything. One of their players caught the ball and then brought it down, and a few seconds later, the score was 6-0. We couldn't even get close enough to foul them. Chalky brought the ball down again, passed to Sam cutting across the lane, and Sam walked. They brought the ball down, and it was 8-0. They were really enjoying the game. You could see. Every time they scored, they'd slap hands and carry on. Also, they had some cheerleaders. They had about 5 girls with little pink skirts on and white sweaters cheering for them. Clyde brought the ball down this time, passed into our center, a guy named Leon, and Leon turned and missed a hook. They got the rebound and came down, and Chalky missed a steal and fouled his man. That's when Mr. Reese called timeout. Okay, now, just trade basket for basket. They make a basket, you take your time, and you make a basket. Don't rush it. Mr. Reese looked at his starting 5. Okay, now every once in a while, take a look over at me, and I'll let you know when I want you to make your move. If I put my hands palm down, just keep on playing cool. If I stand up and put my hands up like this, he put both hands up near his face. That means to make your move. You understand that? Everyone said that they understood. When the ball was back in play, Chalky and Sam and Leon started setting picks from the outside, and then passed to Clyde for our first 2 points. They got the ball and started passing around again. Zip, zip, zip. But this time, we were just waiting for that pass underneath, and they knew it. Finally, they tried a shot from outside, and Chalky slapped it away to Sam on the break. We came down real quick and scored. On the way back, Mr. Reese showed everybody that his palms were down, to keep playing cool. They missed their next shot and fouled Chalky. They called timeout, and much to my surprise, Mr. Reese put me in. My heart was beating so fast, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Chalky missed the foul shot, but Leon slapped the ball out to Clyde, who passed it to me. I dribbled about 2 steps and threw it back to Leon in the bucket. Then I didn't know what to do, so I did what Mr. Reese always told us. If you don't know what to do, then just move around. I started moving toward the corner, and then I ran quickly toward the basket. I saw Sam coming at me from the other direction, and it was a play. 2 guards cutting past, and one of the defensive men gets picked off. I ran as close as I could to Sam, and his man got picked off. Chalky threw the ball into him for an easy layup. They came down and missed again, but one of their men got the rebound in. We brought the ball down, and Sam went along the baseline for a jump shot, but their center knocked the ball away. I caught it just before it went out at the corner and shot the ball. I remembered what Mr. Reese had said about following your shot in, and I started in after the ball, but it went right in. It didn't touch the rim or anything. Swish! One of their players said to watch out for 17. That was me. I played about 2 minutes more, then Mr. Reese took me out. But I had scored another basket on a layup. We were coming back. Chalky and Sam were knocking away just about anything their guards were throwing up. And Leon, Chalky, and Sam controlled the defensive backboard. Mr. Reese brought in Cap, and Cap got fouled 2 times in 2 plays. At the end of the half, when I thought we were doing pretty well, I found out the score was 36-29. They were beating us by 7 points. Mr. Reese didn't seem worried, though. Okay, everybody, stay cool, no sweat. Just keep it nice and easy. We came out in the second half and played it pretty cool. Once we came within 1 point, but then they ran it up to 5 again. We kept looking over to Mr. Reese to see what he wanted us to do, and he would just put his palms down and nod his head for us to play cool. There were 6 minutes to go when Mr. Reese put me and another guy named Turk in. Now, I didn't really understand why he did this, because I know I'm not the best basketball player in the world, although I'm not bad, and I know Turk is worse than me. Also, he took out both Sam and Chalky, our 2 best players. We were still losing by 5 points, too, and they weren't doing anything wrong. There was a jump ball between Leon and their center, when all of a sudden, this big cheer goes up, and everybody looks over to the sidelines. Well, there was Gloria, Bibi, Maria, Sharon, Kitty, and about 4 other girls, all dressed in white blouses and black skirts, and with big T's on their blouses, and they were our cheerleaders. One of their players said something stupid about them, but I liked them. They looked real good to me. We controlled the jump, and Turk drove right down the lane and made a layup. Turk actually made the layup. Turk once missed 7 layups in a row in practice, and no one was even guarding him. But this one he made. Then one of their men double dribbled, and we got the ball, and I passed it to Leon, who threw up a shot and got fouled. The shot went in, and when he made the foul shot, it added up to a 3-point play. They started down court, and Mr. Reese started yelling for us to give a foul. "Foul him! Foul him!" he yelled from the sidelines. Now this was something we had worked on in practice, and that Mr. Reese had told us would only work once in a game. Anybody who plays basketball knows that if you're fouled while shooting the ball, you get 2 foul shots. And if you're fouled while not shooting the ball, you only get 1. So when a guy knows you're going to foul him, he'll try to get off a quick shot. At least that's what we hoped. When their guard came across the midcourt line, I ran at him as if I was going to foul him. Then, just as I was going to touch him, I stopped short and moved around him without touching him. Sure enough, he threw the ball wildly toward the basket. It went over the baseline and it was our ball. Mr. Reese took me out and Turk and put Sam and Chalky back in. And the game was just about over. We hadn't realized it, but in the 2 minutes that me and Turk played, the score had been tied. When Sam and Chalky came back in, they outscored the other team by 4 points in the last 4 minutes. We were the champs. We got the first place trophies, and we were jumping around and slapping each other on the back. Gloria and the other girls were just as happy as we were. And when we found that we had an extra trophy, we gave it to them. Then Mr. Reese took us all in the locker room and shook each guy's hand, and then went out and invited the parents and the girls in. He made a little speech about how he was proud of us and all, and not just because we won tonight, but because we had worked so hard to win. When he finished, everybody started clapping for us, and as usual, I started boo-hooing. But it wasn't so bad this time, because Leon started boo-hooing worse than me.